second attempt.
Second attempt.
So again, we didn't press play because we are idiots. I can't even claim that's Molly, that is me, because I'm in charge of the press, pause, stop,
this is
play
your job.
button. I know, I'm so sorry. So what's been a week to you guys has been 30 seconds to us. So if you've just listened, if you listened a week ago or now, whenever, to the Verity episode, I'm sorry, we're still in that mood.
Yeah,
we're trying
our
really
best,
hard.
Yeah. So this week's our ADHD special, and we're going to cover sensory disorder.
Yes. If you're reading Buddy is a Cat and you enjoy our podcast, you can support us and make your wardrobe the quirkiest by visiting
getcatshirts.com/ADHD readers.
Okay.
So,
right, so sensory disorder, it's not something that everyone with ADHD has, and it's not something that everyone with autism has, but it links to both.
yeah, they come sort of hand in hand at some cases, don't they?
Yeah, and it's a very, very, very difficult thing to describe to people who don't have it, because I presumed as a kid that everyone could feel their knickers.
Yeah.
And I presumed that everyone could feel the seams in their socks.
Yeah, the socks send me on, that's it.
Jeans, denim jeans.
Yeah. I've got one pair of soft denim jeans that I can wear. I
Yeah.
remember I wore them the first time coming here,
I
you were
know.
like, how are you wearing jeans?
I know, I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it's like, it's a very, very, very difficult thing to explain, because to us it's totally normal and we've had it our entire lives. Yeah. But to try and explain to people like that you can't think because the washing machine's on.
Yeah.
And you can hear the fridge.
The telly's on.
And the telly's on. And your clothes feel tight
Yeah.
and you think you're going to die of suffocation.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
and
for
you
me
can
it's water.
smell everything.
When I'm in the kitchen, like say I'm cooking tea.
Oh, when it's running.
Yeah, the running water, I literally, I can't cope at all. And I'm like, John, knock the tap off if you're going to speak to me. I can't hear anything but that freaking tap.
For me, it's when it's gushing from the dishwasher and, when it's coming through from the washing machine through the pipes.
Yeah.
And you can hear it, like, flushing through.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I said to John, I can hear, because he's like, well, there's nothing going on. I'm like, right, the kids' tablets are on, the telly's on, I can hear you talking, they're talking, the washing machine's on, I can hear the fridge, the hob's on, there's too much noise, and I can feel my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Like, if I have makeup on, I get to a point in
yeah.
the day where I'm like, I need this off my face now. It's
I feel
awful.
suffocated with makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I don't wear it, and people are like, why don't you wear makeup? I'm like, because I can feel it too much.
Yeah.
It feels like it's caked on, even
Yeah.
when it's a light bit. So, like, if I'm going to a party, I'll sometimes put eyeshadow on.
Yeah.
That's a push for me.
Yeah.
And I'll put lipstick on, and that's it. I don't do foundation.
No.
I don't do anything else, like,
I
because
put
I can feel it.
concealer on because my bags are disgusting.
You don't even have bags.
Are you taking the piss?
No.
You've seen me with no makeup on. Like, I put a little bit of concealer on today. Like, my bags are, like, black.
They're not.
They are? It's because I put steroid cream on my eczema. And my skin's dead thin under my eyes now. So, like, it's just...
Oh, you need some of that eye stuff that I bought from Lasso. That I put on my bikini line.
I mean, what?
You were with me, weren't you?
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, was it that balm stuff you got off the farmer's market?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was going for a wax,
yeah.
wasn't I? And she
I
was
don't
like,
know,
oh, yeah, you can use it on your bikini line. Stop looking out the window.
No, because people just stare at you in your house.
Who?
I don't know.
You're
just
just
like,
seeing things.
No.
Verity. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was, because I was like, what's this eye stuff? And she was like, oh, I used to get really sensitive skin under my eyes, where it's thin skin as it is.
Yeah.
I just pulling on it. And she was like, so I created this to heal
Does it help with your bags?
Yeah.
Like the colour of them?
I presume so.
I'm gonna have to get
It just
some.
moisturises, doesn't it?
I'm going to have to get some. 'Cause my eyes are awful.
Or a little shower to Tropic, which I use a lot. They do a really nice eye one.
Do they?
Yeah, eye
I
cream.
need something to help with these bags.
I don't even have bags, but I can keep recommending stuff to you if you want.
Yeah. Please do.
Wine?
I mean, yeah. I'll just lay that on there.
Or more sleep.
No. I don't get sleep. It's not even because my kids are awake, I just don't sleep.
You also drink a lot of caffeine.
I feel like that's not the issue.
Is it not?
No.
No, it's not the issue of anything, even though the doctor said it was.
No, that's not the issue here, Bryn. Don't usually let my tea and coffee. I get really bad sensory... My sensory disorder is worse when I'm hot.
Yeah, mine is.
Oh, I get so overwhelmed when I'm hot.
I think that's why when I'm having a hot flush, I kind of stop doing anything.
Yeah.
You know how I just stop talking and
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to take the reins? It's because I can't think of anything while I'm overheating.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
And yeah, when I'm abroad...
It's a different type of heat,
It
though.
is. It's lush.
I love
think,
abroad
though,
heat.
it's because you've got a pool there and you can just jump in.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're not like me, you're drunk for the entire week. Everything's easier. But do you find that when you are not right, we're not like promoting alcohol.
No.
We're not saying this is a good thing. Honest. Although my dad owns a wine shop. A little bit of a thing. When you've had a drink, do you find your sensory disorders easier to cope with?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Loads easier.
I'm
a better parent as well. I'm like, you want to play that game? Let's do it.
Yeah, I am. I shouldn't say that. But I am, yeah.
I think it's because, like, when you've got to...
Takes the edge off.
Yeah, it takes the edge off everything. So, like, I've got really, really bad OCD. Like, really bad. So, when I've had a drink, I kind of... The OCD takes a step back and I'm just allowed to just be myself. And it's horrendous because, like, I'll say to John, like, my OCD takes over my life at times. It's unreal. Like, some things I have to do. And, like, I said, when I've had a drink, I don't think about it. And it's so nice.
I'm less germophobic
Yeah.
when I've had a drink.
Yeah.
Like, I can't share food off a plate with my own children and husband.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. A drink in me, literally one glass of wine, and I can quite happily share pizza off a plate or whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me.
How are you with buffets? I can't cope with them.
Buffies or buffets?
Buffets, whatever. I call them a
Buffies?
Would you not call them a buffet?
No, that's a Vampire Slayer.
You call them a buffet?
It's a buffet.
You are so
Or a
posh.
buffet.
A buffet? No, I've always called it a buffet.
Buffet? Oh my god, email us.
Which is right. I've always called it a buffet.
Buffet?
Buffet?
The Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, it's that as well, though, isn't it?
Is it? Was she lovely and tasty?
Yeah.
I struggle with buffies. I struggle with buffets.
Yeah, same.
So, like, again, if I've had a drink, I find them a lot easier, but generally, I'm watching the table.
I have to go first.
And I have to... Same.
Yeah.
Even at kids' parties.
Yeah.
If I'm eating, I'm up there before the kids.
I'm like, sorry, kids, get out the way.
I am. And I'll literally be like, oh, it's so that I can get some for my kids, and I'm there with a plate for me.
Yeah. Like, my family do kind of know. Like, my auntie's really good because she'd be like, right, nobody's touched this. Nobody's touched that. Like, my cousin Courtney, she's always like, right, Molly, you come up first so that you can get what you want before anybody else touches it. And I'm like, thank you.
How are you after a drink with a buffet?
Buffet. Yeah, I just fire away when I've had a drink. I don't really care. It's so weird because it just numbs it.
Yeah.
It's dull. It's lovely. I'm not
Squeeze
promoting,
my tea bag.
not promoting alcoholism because I don't drink that often.
Naughty.
Yeah, I don't really drink that often. Whereas...
To be fair, I don't. Like, we make jokes on here as if we do.
Yeah.
But it's actually really rare me and you drink. Like, I'll have maybe 2 glasses of wine on a weekend.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, I drank the other day with Hannah, but it was like a couple of sours because we were absolutely slumming it. It wasn't like drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I'm going out, I'm a lot more likely to go in a group of people if I know there's an option to drink alcohol, because I understand it is a depressant and I understand that for a lot of people it goes the other way.
Yeah.
But I find it a lot easier to be in a social setting with a drink.
Yeah, me too.
I'm less anxious. I know that it causes anxiety for a lot of people and depression and stuff, but I think when you've got ADHD, it's a bit like with amphetamines.
Yeah.
You know, it's meant to make you speedy, but with ADHD, it slows you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
With alcohol, it's sort of meant to slow you down, but it almost speeds us up.
Yeah.
Like, it makes us more... Not speeds us up, but it makes...
You overthink less about stuff
Yeah.
as well. Like, if I've had a drink, I'll just, like, in what my normal head, I'd be like, oh, you can't say that to somebody about it. And I'll just be like, I'll just ask.
I think John's the same, having had a drink.
Let's not talk about John. Let's talk about drunk John.
Oh, John's fabulous. Such a vibe.
I need to spat my water out then. Yeah. So yeah, alcohol does take the edge off.
Also, shout out to Liam and our little joint conversation where you were like, I don't think you do realise I can see these messages.
He was slating me. Slander.
He messaged us because obviously he got a shout out in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
I was going to say the last episode, but it won't be like 3 before.
Yeah.
And he messaged saying we were more than welcome to have our road trip there to watch horror movies and drink wine and stuff. And he was like, I'll just guess with the wine. And I was like, no, it's okay. I think I'll bring some.
I'll bring my own wine.
So yeah, shout out to you, Liam. Thank you for listening. You're an absolute gem.
Less of the slander though, please. Thank you.
He's so lovely though, isn't he? Like from the very start of our Bookstagram, he followed us and like was like dead supportive and
isn't he?
he he's so lovely. And he's got so much good content on his as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're into sort of Game of Thrones kind of vibes, I think. Maybe a bit of Lord of the Rings kind of thing. That's what I sort of think he's, he's into like, oh God, what the hell is it called? I just said it before. Fantasy, but like maybe darker fantasy.
Yeah.
And horrors. Then you should go and follow him. Molly's trying to find his name on Instagram now, aren't you? Yeah. I think it's at the Scottish guy who reads, or the Scottish guy that reads. The Scottish guy that reads.
Yeah.
Give him a follow because his content is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how he gets such good pictures because it takes me an age to get pictures like that.
I sat down yesterday and I thought, right, I'm going to do a couple of posts like for the Insta and save them.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll do like a bulk sort of thing.
And we can just click them and put them on.
And I couldn't get any photos right and I was getting overwhelmed. I said like it was like 11 o'clock at night and I thought, I just can't deal with this.
Do you know what? Do you know how people say like, and I think even Stuart would say this, and like it's not out of being horrible. I think it is just out of not understanding, because I would have said it too. Content creators and people on Instagram and that who get paid, and people say, oh, it's just lazy work. It's not. Isn't.
No.
And it's maybe just because we've got ADHD, but I genuinely think, also, we're not doing sensory disorder anymore. We've got distracted. But I just need to cover these now sometimes. Okay. I need another wee as well. It's such a hard job.
Yeah, because you've got to be on all the time.
Yeah, and you've got to engage with people, and you've got to... You kind of have to guess what people want, and I think maybe it's with the RSD for us.
Yeah.
But if things go on and they're not big hits and they don't get loads of likes and loads of reach,
I'm wounded.
We'll like message each other and be like, what have we done wrong?
Yeah.
We thought we were doing that right.
Yeah.
And there's so much more to it than people think.
Oh yeah, 100%. Definitely with Instagram, because Instagram's like so hard because you've got to like engage before.
Well, the more followers you get as well, weirdly, the less reach you get.
Yeah.
Like you have to push more to get the reach because Instagram tries to promote smaller accounts.
I'm going to sneeze.
Okay, well, I'm going to fan myself, so I'm going to... So, sensory disorder.
Yeah. I'm distracted now.
Do you find when you get out of the shower...
Oh, let's not talk about the shower. The shower's very triggering for me.
Is it when you get out?
Yeah, I have to
Same with swimming.
Hype myself up to get in because I don't like... There's too many steps. I'll explain this to John, right? So,
how big's your shower if there's too many steps?
No, so like... I have to get a towel out. I have to get undressed. I have to turn the shower on. Then I have to get in the shower. Then I have to wash my body. Then I have to wash my hair. There's too many steps.
Oh my God, I've never thought of it like that.
Do you not think in steps?
No. I do for other stuff, but not the shower. The shower's my happy place.
Oh, do you like getting a shower?
I love getting a shower.
I like a shower once I'm in. And then it's the thought of then having to get out because I don't like the transition between the hot and the cold.
Do you know what I can't do?
And the wet.
I can't shower before I brush my teeth. I did it this morning and it felt horrific. Because my teeth are dirty, but my body's clean.
Yeah, I know you mean.
And plus, I brush my teeth so many times in a day.
Yeah.
I'm like eroding them. But I can't.
Well, that's not good.
I know, but I can't help it. Like, my dentist said I brush too often.
Yeah.
But I brush like 7 times a day.
I don't like the feel of my teeth though when it's like...
What do you mean?
When you need to brush your teeth, I don't like the feel.
Does it feel furry?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I brush them a lot.
You need to stop, you're going to have no teeth left.
Well, I tried just flossing, but it doesn't do it.
No.
Because I can still feel my teeth.
Like, there's so many weird things, like, people with sensory disorder, like, you can feel your teeth.
Yeah, like with your piercings, I don't understand how you can cope with them.
Why?
Like, I struggle wearing glasses and stuff. Never mind, like, having metal in my face.
You can't, honestly. That one, my nose one, you can't feel them. Once they're in and you're used to them being in there.
Yeah, but it's getting used to them.
Well,
I'd pull them out.
I think it was because I got them pre-kids.
Ah, so you weren't that bad?
So I wasn't as bad as I am now. I don't know if I'd be able to cope now.
I had kids when I was a kid, so...
Well, I was 19. You were 18, weren't you?
When I fell pregnant. I was 19 when I had her.
Still kids, to be fair, aren't we?
Yeah. You said, aren't we?
Yeah. Do you not feel like a kid?
Yeah.
I said this to John the other day. I said, I feel a literal teenager. How am I keeping
nearly
2 kids
30
alive?
is mental.
I know. I think I'll go through a little crisis once I hit 30.
I think I'm going through it.
John says, yeah, it's downhill from 30. I was like, fab. Thanks for that.
Yeah, Stuart's 34.
It's mental.
He feels really old. And
Does
I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
I feel...
He's ready to retire and he's 34. He's got his allotment and he loves his cricket. And...
To be fair, I don't blame him. If I could retire now, I would.
Well, yeah.
Just living a life, doing whatever I wanted every day. Didn't have to go to work. Fab.
I think you'd get so bored.
I would find stuff to do. I
don't think you would.
I would.
I really don't think you would.
I'd be like, I'd take up bacon or something.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. I'd be like a massive cake.
I'm going to make a caramel shortbread this weekend, I think.
Give me a bit because John loves it. That's all I say.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, sensory disorder is very difficult to explain.
It's
Do you find wearing certain shoes with certain clothes triggers it as well?
Yeah.
So, like, and certain socks with certain pants?
I'm not, like, I don't wear anything other than bloody leggings because I don't like anything that cuts
What kind of socks do you wear? Ankle socks?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I can't wear long socks.
I can't, because I can feel them on my legs.
Yeah. They give me the ick. I'm like...
But I take ages to pick my ankle socks because the seam on the toes has to be in the right spot.
Yeah, and then when you put them on, and if it's twisted or doesn't sit right...
It's when it's halfway up your toes for me.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it? Like, it's disgusting.
Also, sorry for gagging, Stu.
Nice little treat for later, Stu.
That sounded bad.
I know, it did.
Oh.
No, yeah, but clothes are a real trigger for me because they have to be the right material.
And the way they sit on you.
Yeah.
They have to
if
sit
they don't
right.
fall right, it feels
disgusting. Yeah, if they're tight in one area and loose in another,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God.
I said this to John, like, I really want to be that type of person that has really, like, stylish clothes.
So do I.
And, like, I want to wear cool things. And I'm like, I just physically can't because I can't deal with them.
I'm the same.
And it's gutting.
Do you know, my brother-in-law and his wife, we were down there at the weekend, we stayed with them, and they were saying, because I brought what I call, like, my everyday jumper, like, no matter what, that jumper is so comfy, I can wear anything with it.
Yeah.
I can wear it over anything.
Is it the orange
comfy.
one?
No, it's the blue one. It says Wellness Club on it.
Oh, yeah.
I wear it, like, loads. And the orange one's, like, depends what I'm wearing underneath. But I had it with me, and it was the only jumper I brought. And I was like, this has been a godsend. I was like, I tell everyone not to buy me clothes.
Yeah.
But that's, like, 2 things they've bought me now that are so comfortable.
Yeah.
But I genuinely would say, please don't buy me clothes.
I get the fear.
I'll, like, give me the money,
Yeah.
and I will buy the clothes.
When I'm looking for clothes, though, like, I have to, like, feel them and see what they fit like. And then if I like something that feels nice, then I try it on and it's gutting because it doesn't sit right.
Yeah.
It's so odd.
I have some clothes that I look absolutely god-awful in, but I couldn't not buy them because they're so soft and comfy. But I look like I'm about 20 stone in them as well. Because they're all dead baggy.
Yeah, I like baggy clothes.
Yeah.
I can't wear anything too tight.
I don't think people realise, like, at the minute, I'm sort of a size 10. But I don't think people actually understand that I was a size 6 underneath my clothes because I wear
baggy clothes.
really baggy clothes.
So nobody's going to notice if you put weight on anyway.
Yeah, they're all like, what are you on about? I'm like,
It's just comfortable though, isn't it? Like, and I go for comfort over style because I literally have to.
I do. And the best time of the day is bra off.
It's always for me.
Yeah, PJs on.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
bliss.
I hate wearing
I was
a bra.
debating, I think if it comes out hot today, I'm going to wear a dress without a bra.
Yeah. There's no better feeling. I love it. I like...
Freedom in it.
Yeah. Half the time I go to work because there's nobody there. I don't go with a bra or anything.
I don't think... Nightmare when the fire alarm goes off.
Oh, I was panicking. I was like, no.
John, bring me a bra.
Oh, it was a nightmare. I thought, oh my God, the firemen are going to turn up. Thankfully they didn't. But, it was awful.
It's really hard to describe though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, and I think that people need to be more understanding.
Oh, definitely.
Of these issues, because it's everyday life for us, and it's every moment of our lives.
See, my kids have it as well.
Yeah, James does.
It's so hard because, like, he's kicking off. I'm like, well, just put a pair of socks on, for God's sake.
Same.
Just get your socks on. And then I think, like,
I can't do it.
In my head, I couldn't just put a pair of socks on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
We're exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's shoes for James. But yeah, we have these issues.
My kids live in the Crocs.
And the thing, James tends to, but he bought some, well, his uncle and auntie bought him some trainers down in Manchester, and I was like whispering to him, I was like, are you sure you like them?
Yeah.
Because they're about to spend like 20 quid on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you are then never going to wear them again.
Yeah.
I was like, just get something you really, really want. Because it could be whatever.
Yeah.
They've said you can buy whatever, but just get something that you're going to use.
Yeah.
And he loves them. To
Does
be
he?
fair, he loves them. So the other day, Hannah noticed, because we were going for a walk, and I got really flustered because it was all just too much. And I was like, James, just put your Crocs on. And he got outside, and Hannah was waiting outside, and apparently he was like saying, because I was inside getting everything ready, apparently he was like a bit twitchy because he was in his Crocs and not his trainers, and he was like, I'm in the wrong shoes. And she gets it because of her job, but I was like, no one would get that. No one would be like, that's such a big thing to us.
Yeah.
And like,
and it is so,
Stuart can literally walk out the door. He can slip on any shoes and walk out the door, and he's good. He can slip on any jacket. He's just not bothered.
What a life.
We take ages.
What a life that would be.
And he gets annoyed because he's like, why does it take this long for you to leave? And
Yeah.
I'm like, because I can feel everything, and the amount of times I'll change in a day is mental.
Yeah. It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I have, like, if I'm having a bad sensory day, I have, like, my favourite top that I have to wear. And you've literally seen me in the same clothes every time. And I'm like, I'm having a bad day, Brent. It's the top I have to wear.
Yeah.
Because I know I can put it on. It feels good.
Too.
It's mental. I have one, though. I have to keep
a
washing
few.
and re-wearing.
I have a few. You need to get more.
I know.
We'll go shopping. We'll go shopping for books, clothes and wine.
Imagine us going around the shops feeling them.
That's what I do anyway.
Right? Looking like weirdos if there's two of us, though.
Ooh. Come
Here, Brent, feel this.
Oh, God.
We're so... I was going to say we're weird, but we're not, because loads of people struggle with it.
Do they? No, they do.
I feel... But I hadn't heard about it, anybody struggling with it, until I listened to your Mama's episode. That feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
And you were like, because I said you text me, you messaged me.
Yeah.
And you were like, we don't really know each other. Like, we knew of each other, but we didn't know each other. And you were like, I'm literally in tears because you're in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I didn't think like anybody else was like that. Like, my sister says she struggles with her glasses. She has to have the right glasses, but I didn't really... She never told me, like, anything about, like, clothes or anything, or overwhelmed or anything like that. So, like, I kind of felt like once you'd said that, I'd, like, been heard. I was like, oh, my God, there's somebody else that's weird like me.
Because in that episode, I tried to explain how it actually feels like... To me, if clothes are uncomfortable, it's almost physically hurts.
Yeah.
It's like a pain.
Yeah.
And that is hard to describe to someone when you're like, yeah, but you're wearing a cotton shirt.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
How can that hurt?
Like, it is, it's mental.
Yeah.
But, like, the thought of, I like, if we're going for a day out and I was wearing something uncomfortable, I couldn't think about anything else apart from the fact I'm uncomfortable all day.
Yeah. I couldn't enjoy the day.
No, definitely not. I'd be in a mood.
And I would hold myself weird, so even if the clothes looked good, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because you like...
I'd feel uncomfortable, so I would look uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such a hard thing to struggle with, though.
The issue with ADHD is when other people have it, they can sometimes trigger you. So, like, children with it can trigger you.
Yes.
It's hard.
It is.
So hard. Children in general trigger it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm really in the mood to be around kids and just have them all here playing. And I'm like, yeah, let's play, let's chill, let's whatever. And it doesn't bother me them running around. And then other times I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's
too much noise.
Yeah. And those are the days when I kick them outside. Like, go play in the garden.
Get out now.
You're fine.
At least you've got a big enough garden to do that, though.
Yeah, it's necessary sometimes. Yeah, absolutely necessary.
Please leave.
Yeah. Oh,
I think we've covered everything.
I'm exhausted.
I am as well. I'm not good.
Yeah.
I think not these. I think it's having to redo the Verity episode.
It was the Verity, because it was such a good episode.
Yeah.
And it was genuinely our first professional record, and we didn't record it.
That's just us in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Welcome to ADHD. This is our lives.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well,
we'll do the jingle
and
the admin. Email us adhd.rbc@gmail.com.
Follow us on the Instagram at ADHD_Readers Book Club.
Oh, that was Molly's belly. She needs fed.
Food.
And please, 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 please rate and review the podcast. Subscribe to it, follow it, ring the bell, put auto downloads on, anything you can do to push it, and recommend it to your friends.
Yeah,
because you never know who actually might be struggling behind closed doors with these things.
Yeah, well, that was me.
Yeah,
I was really struggling till, well, it was your mama's, wasn't it? Though.
Yeah, I've made Molly come alive.
Oh yes.
So yeah, please do all that.
And give us a cheeky 5-star if you can.
Oh yeah. And email us and all that jazz. And thank you for listening. We do appreciate it. We're just tired.
We are really tired. No. Next week we are doing an Audible special, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna cover
None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell.
Because the name was not in my head then.
I saw that. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. So if you have time and you have any credits on your Audible, download it. The reason we're doing this as an Audible special is because we haven't read it as a book, but on the Audible it's the first book that I've listened to on there and gone to Molly, wow, you need to listen to this, not read it.
Yeah.
Because most books you're like, yeah, I can listen to it, it's fine. But that one, it was like, no,
it was really good,
this isn't a read, this is a listen.
Yeah.
Like, it was unreal.
Yeah.
So we're going to be covering that next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Love you very much.